Transfer deadline day is on its way. We're going to go through some of the transfer news, but we're also going to catch up with different people from the Ball Street Network because transfer deadline day on the 31st of August is coming to the Ball Street channel. We're going to be streaming all afternoon. It's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome. You're going to be there. Did you know that?
I will be there. I'm speaking like this.
Certain rhythms will be spoken at like that. It's going to be awesome, so you don't want to miss it. So subscribe to Ball Street right now. Do it. I'll tell you where we could put it. Let's put it on Sam's face. Do it right now. You've got 5 seconds, and then we'll get into the transfer news. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just do it. Joe Hart, his career at Man City is all but over. Claudio Bravo is apparently on his way for a fee around 17 million. He's 33, Bravo, but that's not the point. The point is Joe Hart, who's been there for 8 years, has been a great player for them, has just been shunned out the door. I think it's really harsh.
There's 2 ways to look at it. One, from a Man United fan's perspective, I'm going to be upset that Joe Hart's leaving because I don't think he's a very good goalkeeper. Number
you have
2,
said this. Where's this come?
I told you before, if you go back...
He had a great season last year.
You'll remember this, Ball Street aficionados, that before Euro 2016, I said that Fraser Forster should start for England. I would definitely start Forster ahead of Joe Hart as well. Lo and behold, Hart started and had some clangers, and he's not a complete goalkeeper, is he? And I think Claudio Bravo in for Hart it's a very smart signing by Guardiola. There we go. Right, so because he's a ball-playing goalkeeper, and Guardiola wants that in his team, so he hasn't been hiding. He said, look, Joe Hart's free to leave if he wants. He's not good enough. Willie Caballero, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, goalkeepers are hard to say, isn't it? Yeah. That's why I stuck with Hart.
Just going to go for Willie. So Willie and Hart. So he's been playing Willie and he's left Hart out, and Hart he's still 29. He's still got plenty of years left. But it's just not going to be at City anymore, is it?
No, it's not going to be at City. It looks like about 20 million possibly going to Everton. A few of his family apparently Blues, so that might be a good fit for them. Everton look like they're building quite an exciting squad there. So I think this could be a good move for you, Joe. I don't think it's the worst thing.
I think it all went downhill as soon as he started doing Head and Shoulders adverts, let's be honest.
I need to be ready for anything. Ready to make it count.
You create a rod for your back when you do things like that, Joe.
You do. And I can't wait to pull one of those out, make a couple of GIFs. But anyway, let's take a different.
Can't even say GIFs. It's a GIF, isn't it?
A GIF? Is it GIF or GIF? I think I get abuse for this in the office. I'm going to stick with GIF.
Sticking with GIF. Let us know in the comments. Moving on, Mustafi. It looks like that one's going to happen, but it's going to cost them 50 million quid. See, I can't figure this one out, right?
Yeah.
If you're a club who wants to sell to Arsenal, do you play hardball because of the pressure on Arsenal, or do you not play hardball because you know they're tight?
I suppose that's the difficulty of negotiations, because Arsenal's limit is going to be less than other clubs. It's why they haven't signed so many players. It's why they're in the situation they're in with 9 days to go in the window when they could do with another striker, another centre-back, potentially another full-back as well. But are they going to get any of them? Mustafi looks like the most likely, but Wenger must have dropped his pants. Not in the good way either, whenever he found out it was going to cost him 50 million.
It's never a good way when Wenger's dropping his pants. He must have been, he can't be happy with that.
He cannot be happy.
That is a lot of money. Well, you look at John Stones, 50 million. I mean, he's a bit older, he's a bit more established. You know you've got a safer pair of feet.
No, but you look at Mustafi, what was it? The price quoted last week was around 30. So this week of delay has cost Arsenal 66% of Mustafi's value, and that can only be down, it's their own fault.
And possibly the start that Arsenal have had as well, that might play a part. That it is getting tighter. Are they getting a bit more desperate? They need to get their wallets out if they want to get a decent centre-back. He would be a good fit. What's a fair price for Mustafi? Let us know. Does this one frighten you? Chiellini going to Chelsea, £25 million for a 32-year-old defender, but he is a very good one.
The concept of Bonucci going to City scared me more than Chiellini going to Chelsea, but I do think in exactly the same vein as Guardiola wants to sign a goalkeeper from Barcelona because it suits him, Conte signing a defender from Juventus suits him as well. Yes, he's 32, but Ibrahimovic is 34, and look at the start he's had in the Premier League. It's shown me that age genuinely is a number for the right individual. It's all up there, isn't it? Genuinely is up there.
And I think it shows the money that Premier League teams have got to spend, and it shows the pressure that the top managers are under as well. That they need success and they need it quickly. Those two centre backs, if it's Terry and Chiellini, is that too old for a centre back pairing to win the Premier League?
It leaves real opportunities to expose them, so I would expect Chelsea to play an extremely deep line because any ball over the top would render them both useless, like Demichelis at Man City with Rashford. But I mean, Conte used to love playing three at the back, three centre-backs, so I don't think he's going to be doing it with those two.
And finally, let's get into Man United territory now. Fonte, or Font, whatever you want to say it again, we're struggling with names.
We'll go Jose.
Jose. He might be on his way to Jose at Man United. This has got to be a dream move for him, but do you think it will happen?
I think it could happen. I'm very much on the fence with this one. I know Southampton don't want to let him go. It's that late in the window that they would struggle to replace him with somebody who's so influential. And he won Euro 2016 in the summer, so he's coming in off the back of a high summer. For United, it would kind of make sense. We need a centre-back. We don't need someone like Bonucci or... I'd probably put Mustafi in that. There's someone who, when you bring them in, they want to play every single week. We've got Smalling, we've got Blind, and we've also got Bailey. I would probably say Bailey and Smalling are our starting centre-backs at the moment, but you bring someone like Bonucci and he wants to play every week. You push Smalling to the bench, who was our best player last year. So you need somebody who will be happy to play, say, 4 out of 10 games and not moan about it and kind of be happy to be there. And I feel like 32-year-old Jose, it would kind of suit him, and it would kind of suit United as well. He's Portuguese, so Jose.
Let's look back for a second, because again, we're going to talk about this in more depth on transfer deadline day. But from before Zlatan, before Pogba, before all these guys, what was the main thing that needed to change for Man United to move from 5th to 1st, and has it been achieved?
Man United over the last 3 years, other fans of other teams pointed and laughed at us because we were there on deadline day scrapping 3 years in succession, and it never really worked out for us. We wanted Fabregas, we got Fellaini instead. That really does sum it up. But this year it's changed under Mourinho. We've needed a new striker, midfielder, centre-back and winger. We've got Mkhitaryan, Pogba, Ibrahimovic and Bailey, 4 top quality players, the 4 signings that Mourinho wanted to make, and he's made them. And if you look at Mkhitaryan, Dortmund didn't want to let him go. We kept pushing, we pushed, we forced the move. That is a big shift for United to actually get the first choice target. In the last few years, previously we were the talk of the town with Fergie, but things have changed since then, and it's nice to see that power in the window being shown, because it's not just all about money. Yeah. You've got to be able to negotiate a deal as well, and we've done very, very well. So
with a few days left to the end of the window, is there anywhere you'd like to buy? Is it just that centre-back area? And I guess away from that, forgetting Man United, because you've done very well in terms of your business, what other teams are you scared of in terms of who they might bring in the last week of the window?
If you're looking at anything, it would be a centre-back, and I can't see United doing anything more than 10 to 15 mil on someone like Fonte. I'd love to see us usurp Arsenal, bring in Mustafi in just to see Wenger sitting there crying. But I think if you're looking at teams I'm scared of in the transfer window now, no one's really going to do anything. I think Man City have done excellently well. As I said, John Stones is going to be a scary signing underneath Guardiola. I think they could be a perfect partnership. But I would say the majority of the big business is done. If anybody came in with a bigger deal than Mustafi to Arsenal between now and the end of the window, be very surprised.
That's not very exciting, is it? Transfer deadline day.
Yeah, I'm a bad salesman. Sorry about
that, pal.
That's all right. Rojo, what about Rojo to QPR? You want Rojo?
Well, we'll have him. Yeah, we'll take him.
There you go. Look, come back, see if that's going to happen.
On a reasonable fee, because that's how we're doing our business these days. So yeah,
you can
no more than 3 million.
Free or 3? Right. You can have him for free.
Oh right, free. I'll take him.
Good.
So that's it for you. You've had your go.
Right.
But every day we're going to be talking. No, not yet.
Oh, cool.
Every day we're going to be talking to a different person from the Ball Street Network who's going to be there on transfer deadline day at Ball Street. We're going to be on Facebook each day. We're going to be on YouTube each day. So make sure you like the Facebook page and subscribe to the Ball Street YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and let us know what you think about all of these transfer stories in the comments below, and join us tomorrow for another roundup of transfer news.
Which would be slightly less good because I'm not on it, but you come anyway.
Cut there. We'll cut before that.